Hi, lollies. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you'll be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of ours. You guys are the real MVP. So lovelies, I came across this video on my way for you, and I thought to share where veterans for TP is out here having an emotional and mental breakdown to the fact that TP didn't actually fulfill his promise, and the way at which he's treating them is just something that anyone cannot write home about. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
Baby, folks is mad. And I'm talking about these folks. They are mad.
I never want to hear another red hatter say that they support veterans or
hear another thank you for your fucking service. I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. You fuckers took my mental health care. The one thing that keeps me from killing people, from losing my goddamn mind. You took my goddamn peace of mind. You fuckers. They fired his doctor, but they didn't tell us. Just waited until it was his appointment time, and then she never showed up. And then he called to find out where she was. He said she got fired. And this was his next.
Now, I don't know if they are Trump supporters. I don't know who they voted for. I do know that veteran deserves better than this. I think I read down in the comment section that they were not Trump supporters, but I don't know. A veteran deserves better than this. And it's sad that veterans overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump. They didn't believe that they deserved better than this. And I'm not saying all veterans. I follow veterans that are fighting against Donald Trump and MAGA nuts using their platforms to do that. This is a terrible situation that Trump supporters put us in, MAGA nuts put us in, the leftists, the never Kamalas, the uncommitted, the Palestinian movement. Y'all put us in this.
This is my message to the media. First of all, what you need to know is that I'm a nobody. Unfortunately for you, there are tens of millions of nobodies. If you will not report on these protests, we will bring it to your fucking door. And we will do it every day until you cover the truth of what is happening in this country.
This man is fighting for his country. A sovereign nation got invaded. His people were dying. And this motherfucker talks about him wearing a suit. I hate this fucking country. job never in my life felt like I do right now. I don't give a fuck what he wears. This man has been respectful to every leader in the world. Everybody. And you clowns want to fucking do that shit to him when he comes over here. And then talk to him like shit and kick him out of the White House. You fucking disgraceful son of a bitches. Man, I just want to be next to Zelensky right now.
It's time to speak up. Hey, veterans, I am certain you have already figured out a better plan than me, and I need to know what it is. Because I'm not really scared that the government is going to send the army in after me. I'm not a very big fish in that pond. But what I'm scared about is when Trump institutes the Insurrection Act, which he's going to. We know. He wrote about it on January 20th. It's coming. My fear is that he is going to then tell MAGA militia to go get the ones. Go get the ones that are insurrectionists. And that's when my neighbors come for me. Because I am in a red state, in a really small, really red town. And at the town hall meeting yesterday, I pissed off everybody within a 50-mile radius. That's what I'm scared of. I want to see if the veterans can form like community watches. Can you guys do that? Veterans, can we get y'all to like do the community watches? Because when the Insurrection Act is enacted, I believe MAGA militia will be called up. When he said, no man who saves his country commits any crime, they're going to get and there are some around me with itchy trigger fingers. So I either get to run to Canada or I need to know that my veterans in my area will be around to respond to the MAGA militia. I'm going to do a live tomorrow night and I want to talk about this. If we can, or I get kicked off again like they do all the time. But anyway, I'm glad you guys are out there and go love your neighbor.
I just keep thinking about like all those veterans that are starting to realize what's going on. And that shit is just so sad. Because a lot of them genuinely thought they were helping people. Like, I've met the sweetest veterans out there, dude. And they had no fucking clue. The whole time they had no fucking clue. Some of them still to this day have no fucking clue. And that shit, when that shit's gonna hit, if they thought the PTSD they got from being in war zones and seeing the worst shit humanly possible was bad, realizing you're the problem is even worse. That you got manipulated to become the problem. And that shit, I don't think, like, they already are killing themselves at such an extreme rate because we do not support them after we literally tortured them for no fucking reason other than some greedy billionaires trying to make more money. They're fucking human beings. And the fact that they're not seen as human beings in their own nation that they thought they were fighting for, that they put their life on the line for, that they sacrificed being away from their families for. Fuck, and that kills me, man. Like, I just started crying about that because I just saw a veteran talk about, like, Palestinian liberation. And I'm just like, the things that these people are gonna have to process are going to be so severe. It's like learning you're the villain this whole time. Like, and you didn't mean to be a villain the whole time.
And the thing is, like, I went out with an ex-combat Marine who was really sweet, and he's very smart, but he could not, like, accept that him being in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, any of these places, even though he may not, like, he was definitely fighting, he was a combat Marine, he still to this day will not accept that he was not supposed to be there, that he was not supposed to be hurting those people, that he didn't fully understand what he was doing, and I know that he doesn't, that he's just a very positive minded person, that I know if that shit hits him, it will break down every fucking wall in his mind that he's put up, like, and as someone who struggles with PTSD, I can't even imagine, man. I really can't even imagine. It is really so heartbreaking. It's genuinely so fucking heartbreaking. Because most of these people go in as kids. They have no fucking clue. If I joined the military at 18 years old, 20 years old, I would not have known better. I would not have known better. I really wouldn't. I mean, I would realize it once I got in, because I can read human behavior, and it's my special interest that I can understand the nuances of manipulation tactics, but it's just, they trusted the government. They really trusted, and they pay him like shit, bro. They pay them like shit. They do not take care of them. They rarely ever take care of them. Like, it's just... the amount of people that this country just tortures and torments, even when they are on their own country's side, their own government's side, unaware. Like, it's just the fact that the fucking billboards that are on the highway are telling veterans to put their guns in a box and lock it and put a picture of someone they love on top of it, as if that's a preventative measure. I know what PTSD feels like, but I don't know what their PTSD feels like. I know what my PTSD feels like, and I know when I am in that mindset. It's just... fuck, man. I'm off my meds, so I'm just crying way more. But it's just... I just keep realizing that, and I'm like... If there was a crisis already among veterans, this is gonna be... once shit is just internationally known and everybody's aware, oh man, it's so heartbreaking. It really is. Like, I understand that they did a lot of bad things. They really did, and and I know that a lot of them have realized what positions they were put in. And they felt, a lot of them didn't have a choice in the matter, okay? You can't just walk off in the middle of a fucking desert in another country. Like, that's not... Then you lose your entire family, you lose everybody, you lose everything, and then now you're also traumatized in a country that you don't even know anything about, and it's a war zone? Like, that's not how any of this shit works. Like, it's just... And a lot of people just go in because they're poor. That's the only reason, man. And it pisses me off so much. It really does. A lot of these people are so sweet and so smart, and they genuinely thought they were going into this to protect their country, to help people in war zones. Like, they just didn't understand that the same thing that they were doing, the people of that land were doing themselves, which is protecting their land. They're protecting their people, trying to, with the least amount of resources humanly possible. And it's just... They never gave either of them a chance. They never gave the resistance fighters a chance. They never gave the veterans a chance. Like, it's just... It really is super heartbreaking. And I just keep thinking about... Fuck. About Aaron Bushnell, and I'm just like, he didn't deserve that to be his end. Like, he didn't deserve that. No one deserves that shit. Even if it's in protest, no one fucking deserves that shit. Their families don't deserve that shit. To be so disappointed in your country, to be so betrayed by your own country that you off yourself because the government has rejected who you are. The veteran that's the first they them non-binary, like X gender, like it just all they know is how to be brave, or try to be brave. And then you tell them you have to be, when you've broken them so much. They are just human beings. They are just little kids on the inside. They are not a fucking wall. Like, I don't understand how we functioned like this for so long as a country. Like, I don't understand. It makes no sense to hurt this many people for no reason but profit that no one gets to see. Not even the veterans. They're on the streets dying.
It only took 2 weeks for Republicans to go from, we need to stop sending money overseas so that we can care for homeless and disabled veterans in our country, to homeless and disabled veterans in our country are scamming the system and we need to take their benefits.
Is anyone else surprised? Because I'm not. As a disabled veteran myself, yeah, I've never once thought that they actually fucking cared for us and actually fucking supported us. No. They like to put forward the, oh, I support the troops, I support veterans, but the second that we come home and the second that we are damaged and broken, you're a drain on society. Even when we get sick from the things that they have put us through, you're a drain on society. Unless we are actively out there fighting their wars, getting their whatever resources that they're trying to get from foreign countries, we aren't useful to them. If there was any doubt that they don't give a shit about us veterans, look at the Vietnam vets. Look at them. They are a prime example of how this country gives zero shits for its veterans, especially the Republicans. That's not to say that the Democrats care for us either, because they don't. Nobody in the government does. We're just a convenient tool until we're not. And that's why I don't ascribe to anybody, because nobody in the government actually fucking cares. But the Republicans care the least. To be perfectly honest, they do. They care the least. But either way, I am not surprised by this turn of events by any means. I knew this was coming, especially when our illustrious leader called all of the people that have been, in battle. He called them losers, and especially prisoners of war. Called them losers, but they support the troops.
Seriously, lovelies, the way at which these veterans are crashing out, having emotional meltdown and breakdown. Oh my goodness, are you actually sure that people will want to be veterans anymore? How on earth do they expect people to go into this uniformity, career and all of that? These people literally served, like, if they can actually cut up response to the people that helped save and serve the country. Like, that means every other person is not an exception. Like, let's just be realistic for now. I know that there is so many FA and FO, but to come to think of it, the way at which things are going on with these veterans, do you think the younger generation will want to be veterans? They wouldn't want to even there, because they are seeing the repercussion. Like, seriously, they are actually seeing what is happening. And you think that maybe the ones that is still in service now are all, like, what do you even expect them to think about themselves? Like, how do you expect them to think? Like, they will be like, okay, so when I'm retired, what is going to be of me? Like, this is just so scary. Like, this is just so. But the worst part of all of these things now is the fact that a number of percent of veterans voted for Orange Man. Like, a huge number of veterans voted for Orange Man. And now they are seeing the repercussion of what they have done to themselves. Like, I wouldn't even say that, black people told you so and all of that. The thing is that you should know better. You should know better. This also applicable to farmers. This was the person that actually governed, or that was, and that was in the presidential 2016. You know his background. You know whatsoever he has done during his first time, and his second time, third time, and maybe probably fourth time, and counting. And you think that he actually cares about anyone? He only cares about himself. He cares about himself. And this is just exactly what black people have been trying to say for a very long time. I've been trying to make you guys understand. There is a video I wanted to stitch here. It's actually a debate or a discourse from these, conversative people, and I tried to put it up here, and I was not allowed to do that. And people were like, the Banker supporters were like, they decided not to vote for, Kamala, in the sense that, black people wanted people to vote for her because she's a black woman. That is not even the case. That is not the case. The thing is that when you're actually left with two difficulties, you just have to choose your own suffering and difficulty wisely. This is what majority of people that is having emotional breakdown and they fail to do. This is the assignment that you failed to do, and now it's hurting you so much. And nobody likes the way at which things have turned out to be. Nobody likes it. Like, seriously, it's so touching. But when you come to think of it, you will ask yourself, what did they do when they had the chance? When they had the chance to change this narration, they decided to let their own, will I even call it ego, to take hold of them. And they went ahead to vote against their own interests, and now everyone is having an emotional breakdown. And if you're like, oh my god, I hope you've gotten what you voted for, people get upset. Well, you shouldn't get upset, because people are telling you that I hope you get what you voted for. Because when you had the time, the energy, the time to advocate the way at which you are doing right now, which is maybe November or before November, you didn't take that time to make your research. You didn't take all of the energy that you have now. And the same people that is telling you that, oh, I actually wish you whatsoever you wish yourself, they did their own bidding. They did it, but without your help, they couldn't achieve what they actually wanted. And now you want them to feel bad, like, for you. It's not as if they're not feeling bad. It's not as if they are not, feeling whatsoever that is going on right now. But the thing is that they told you guys, they warned you guys severally, like numbers of time. They try to make you understand that you have to do things this way, and let's just see what happens. Like, let's just tell ourselves the truth. Let's assume that Kamala Harris was actually the one in the position right now. You think that she will go ahead to cut off all of these, funds and all of that? Or maybe try to bring back segregation? Or maybe try to like dismantle DEI? Like, seriously? Let's call it spade a spade. Sometimes it's actually nice when you pause for a little while and ask yourself or tell yourself the truth and try to like correct yourself, like sit down on your own, meditate and try to ask yourself some questions that need a very, very sincere answer. And I think by doing that, you will find the truth that you were looking for instead of beating around the bush and trying to lie to yourself. Like, seriously, lovelies. Sometimes when I see, stitches like this, videos like this, oh my goodness, lovelies. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say anymore. I just keep on saying that, oh, okay, but you were told so. But you knew. But you just knew. You just want to try. One thing is that I think they knew that things like this is going to happen. But they never knew that it was going to happen to them directly. They thought it was going to happen to some group of people and there will be an exception. I think this is what is going on, and now that is affecting them directly and indirectly, they are so hurt, so disappointed. Oh my god, like, I think that is what is going on. Seriously. Anyway, lovelies, wanna just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So guys, please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload. Thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So if you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.